How about now? Test. Yep. Awesome. Okay. All systems are go. I got to work on my checklist. I have added a lot of activities that I need to do. So I loosened this rope a little bit, and you'll see why, assuming the camera's working. Okay, you'll see in a second why I lengthened that one. Okay, put that there. So I'm learning, slow but sure. When you pull the boat in, don't just pull the back, pull the center, so the front end doesn't go flying out on you. Okay, now this one, watch out for the fish hooks. Just put right there, so I can grab it with my boat hook on the way in. You ready, checkers? Steering's hooked up, power's unplugged, rudder's down, dagger board's down. What was that? Uh-oh. Device disconnected. Why? For now, let's go to a different view. So I have to put chat on my iPad in a split screen. So I can read chat. Now I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put this right here. Helps me to be able to see the screens better. I'm going to put a black cover on that, or a piece of black plastic or something. Okay. We're in Conroe, Texas, Lake Conroe. Come on. That's my Livescope. That's weird. There's my chat and the Livescope. Look at a fish. Should have. Wow. All right, let's put the cameras on, even though one's not working. Okay, we'll put this over here, and then we'll grab this and clip it on. I'll fix that camera as soon as I get a chance here. Okay, now this thing shut off. First time with this camera, so okay, it's back. All right, so let's bring up the trolling motor. Trim it down. I'm going to turn it, point it just about straight forward, just a little bit to the left, and then I'll start the prop. Come on. Oh, okay, it was going. Get it up to about 3, and then we'll shut this guy down. We'll just do some trolling. Oh, I lost the frickin' camera again. What's going on? There it is. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. What are birds landing on my boat? Did you see that? Okay, so I'm only down 4 feet and I'm in 15 feet of water. So let's lower this a little more. I try to stay 10 feet off the bottom. Okay, now let's spin this so that we can see the ball. Where is it? There it is, right there. Okay, let's go back to this. Why am I losing this all the time? Okay. All right, so you can see the ball and the clip. The clip, that's a downrigger, 5-pound weight, and it's got a little clip connected to it, and that's what you clip the fishing line to. And then when you get a fish, it pulls it off the clip. And we're going 0.7 miles an hour. Chat's working. Oh my goodness. Now let's adjust this a little bit. Like that. That makes it easier to see the chat. Okay. Wow, that's weird. Quite a ruckus from my trolling motor up there. And I've only got it on 3, and plus it started turning to the right for some odd reason. Okay. Okay, so now I'm kind of doing a lot of testing here, you know. Okay, I'm gonna add, oh, that frickin' thing lost it again. So I'm gonna probably got some troubleshooting to do on Let's go with this as A screen. Let's go with this as B screen, because that works all the time. And then, well, that didn't work. Grabbed the wrong one. This one I need. Okay, why is that so fuzzy? Well, I got to do a lot of troubleshooting. I can see that. Why is that so freaking fuzzy? There's odd things happening. Boat keeps trying to go to the right, even though I got the trolling motor to the left and the wind is coming up from the starboard side. What is up with that? Well, maybe we're going too slow. We'll go up a notch. Okay. Let's I'm going to send it a little bit more port, a little bit more towards the east. That is weird. I was literally thinking maybe my ball was snagged, my weight on the starboard side, which is pulling the boat to turn starboard, but that's not it. That all looks good. Okay, I'm going to get it just a little bit more, about 90 degrees, and then I'm going to hit the autopilot. See if it can handle it. It's going to be windy today. Look at that. What is up with that? I'm at 113 degrees, 15 degrees off. Turn this off. Yeah, the wind, it's going to be, my autopilot doesn't work too good when it's windy. Okay, so let's try this. Why is this thing going off? Now I'm just going to leave that like that for a while with it on. And see if, wow. Oh, haha, I know why. I didn't have the clutch locked. So that's why the autopilot was doing that. Okay. Now, this back on my head. What time is it? It's 8:59, so let's say I turn this thing on at about 8:58. I want to know how many minutes it takes for it to lose connection. $14 feet of water. Okay. Come on. Why does that keep happening? I think it's because I'm not touching the right spot on the screen. Okay. 8:58. So the camera's been on for 2 minutes. Autopilot's not keeping up. I can lower this a little more. It's pretty cool. I just got a little handbrake here, and I put my finger on the drum to slow the speed of the lowering. And then I latch the wheel. Look at this frickin' thing. The wind keeps turning me starboard. Maybe I need my sail out. I can't put it out yet. So I got my trolling motor plugged into my inverter. I got the charger on the batteries. I got one battery might be dying a quick death. So I keep the charger on it. Okay, what was that noise? It'd be nice if every time the chat would post, oh, look at that. Okay, so it's staying connected for about 4 minutes. Okay. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go offline with this camera for now. That's telling me I'm offline. So I'm going to put A, B, C. Done. Then I'll go here. Okay, so that'll be my 3 cameras. I got 4. But what I want to do, this is bizarre the way this wind is blowing me around. I'm just going to have to steer I'll leave it on autopilot, but I'll have to keep correcting with the trolling motor. 13 feet of water. Ooh, there's a fish after mine here. Okay. All right, so let's go to Grok. Here. Go to X, and we'll go to Grok, and we'll ask Grok a question using deep search. Come on. Sailing should be pretty nice today. Okay, why? I'm going to press record also. Okay, why does my what's it called? Oh, it's on my head. Action 5. Keep turning off after 4 minutes. Deep search. It'll take a couple minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn the autopilot off because I'm drifting too close to shore over here. That's pretty incredible how fast those guys can go. Wow. Turn it up, my power up halfway to 5. Wow. I'm really going to shore. Go to 6. Wow, I'm in 10 feet of water. I want to give this trolling motor a good test here and see if it can pull me. I'm going to go full speed. Huh. My whole program, I got to get used to, get it all figured out for when I have high winds. Or not even high, just wind. Because this is about a 10-mile-an-hour wind right now. Nobody in chat. God. So then I lose the frickin' chat. How did that happen? Come on, you bugger. Maximum single recording limit for Osmo Action. SD buying card for, oh, I wonder if it's because I don't have an SD card. But all I'm doing is mirroring the screen. Well, I forgot to put that in my request. Okay, so it must be recording. I wonder if I have to put it in webcam mode. Okay, let's ask that question. Wow. Well, I think the deal is, when I've got this kind of wind, I'm just going to have to use the motor. See, my boat is high, so wind catches it really easy. Because I am doing something that's not in the textbooks. Why does that keep fucking happening? Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay, I'm in 20 feet of water, so... Okay, I'm doing 35 things at once here. Let's go to voice. Where is it? Here it is. When connected to my phone, why does the Digi Action 5 camera turn off after 5 minutes? Do I need to use a web view mode? Check the camera settings menu for an auto power off or screen timeout option. Okay. On the Osmo Action 5 Pro, you can access this by swiping down in the camera view to enter the settings menu. Look for the settings to extend or disable the auto shutdown timer. Okay. Swipe down, go to settings, voice control, depth attitude, always on display. Okay. Screen off when recording, 5 minutes, looks like it's set at. Let's see. Yep, looks like it's set for that. Let's go to never. Aha! Could this be it? Okay, so now I want to go over here, turn the camera around, and swipe. That turns the back end off. Let's put it on again. And then we'll plug this back in. So I have an Android phone and an Apple phone. So I gotta get that Digi on my menu. Okay, it's connecting. Let's go. To this view now. Come on, baby. Okay, got to turn the phone sideways because it's landscape. Okay, and then we'll get rid of that menu, and we'll go full screen. Haha! Okay, we're in 23 feet of water, so we can lower this down again. There, and then clip the reel. So I haven't been catching any fish the last 3 or 4 times I've gone out trolling. First 4 times I went out, I caught fish. So I'm changing baits, and it's just a lot of mental gyration to do the streaming, to do the fishing, and then later we'll even be sailing a little bit, just using the jib sail. So, so I'm practicing and I'm having fun. So what if it's not perfect? Nobody in chat. Let's see, I'm gonna check and see something here. Okay, there you can see my streaming box. Light's not that great. Okay, so when I'm like this, wish somebody was in chat. What can you see on the screen right now? I'll just keep the camera like that, because when I turn my head, the bimini is showing at the top anyway, so I think I got the camera. I was just tilted it down a little bit, and I was trying to figure out if that was a good view for you guys. Now let's just create another view. We're going to go here. We're going to go to the triple. And then let's do this one, and that one. Done. And here's our new view, I believe. Yeah, so now we got the drone shot, we got the head shot, and we got the land shot. Good timing because I got to scratch my nose. So we're trolling at 1.9 miles an hour and 1.7 knots. Which is too fast probably for catfish. Now, instead of the land shot, let's try for a minute here, let's try a checkers view. Not quite right. There we go. That's the checkers view. Wow. We're in 26 feet of water. So let's go down to almost 30. So let's go right there. Now I got to be careful because up here, when I get out here a little further, there's a high spot underwater where it actually goes down to about 12 feet. I'm not sure where that is. I might have passed it already. Now, what I wanted to try was I wanted to put the put a little. There's on my iPad. I've got a watertight cover around it, or what do you call it? cover case, maybe. And it's got two little holes for string to go through. So I was going to put some string through so that I can put it up over my head and have the laptop or the iPad hanging on my chest. And on that, then I would have the Livescope and the chat. Now, when I have it that way, I can see it, but you guys won't be able to, unless I put it on one of my other phones. Just not use a camera. Then what I could do, when it's not so windy, I can go up on the bow. I can go about a half a mile an hour, which would be good for catching some catfish. And then I can use my other pole to cast up on the bow. And I can watch I turn the Livescope forward then instead of back. So then I can see fish up in front of the boat, like normal fishermen do. The only problem is, most of the time people have their sensor, their transducer, the Livescope up on the bow, and they can rotate it either by hand, like I do right here in the back. This is my get-up for my Livescope. I can rotate the scope using the white one, and I can raise and lower it with the white PVC right there. But that'd be kind of cool, don't you think? If I control my direction and pace with the remote control on the trolling motor. Check. Nobody in chat. Line looks good. Depth is good. The checkers cam. There we go. Now the other thing I can do is when I get a few a few viewers, I can have an admin control these scenes remotely. Wouldn't that be cool? "28 feet, and I'm at 18 feet, so Nobody in chat. That's okay. But I am getting this thing working pretty freaking good. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna change scenes. I'm gonna go to that one. And then I'm going to unplug this. I don't think this is actually going to work, but we'll see. I'm going to go 168.192.1.225 and go. Why is that not working? Okay, it doesn't work. I thought maybe I could get to my remote control of the box. Okay, so we'll put this back in here. Come on. And then we'll go here and here. And there we are. We're back. Okay. Now let's go back to that other view. This one. For a while. Okay. We're at 28 feet. We're at 18 feet with the hook. Line appears to be good. It's kind of freaking amazing that I don't catch anything. So, yeah, I probably got to rethink life because I'm not catching any fish and I'm not catching any viewers. That's interesting. So maybe I want something that's movable on the top of this thing. Because right now the sun's coming in at an angle. It's early in the day and I'm headed east. Where am I headed anyway? I'm headed southeast. Yeah. Look at this thing coming. Fishing boat just flying. My little buddy is pretty content, as long as he's not in the sun. "29 feet of water, 18 feet of hook." So I can probably go down a little bit more. We're in 30 feet of water, so I'll go down to 20 feet. Look at the size of that fish coming. Where'd he go? See, this is really only a 5-inch. Let me go here. So this Livescope only has a 5-inch view. So that's why right now I've got my Livescope turned way to the starboard side of the boat. So it's pointing just about this way. So the ball, the weight is down, it's down 20 feet. So it's probably back about here. So that Livescope is pointing probably about like so. And I got it turned so that I can see the weight, although maybe when I get deeper, there it is. I had to turn it a little bit, I lost my view. So you can see the wire going down. It's a I don't know, really small braided cable. And then there's another line going back to the clip. So you can see that line going back to the clip. So the bait, let's go just a little bit further. So I've never been able to see my bait. And I called Garmin. I bought a bait that's supposed to be able to be seen in Livescope, and I put some sparkly stuff on that's supposed to track fish and make it more visible. But I quit using that shit because it just gets all over everything. It's like glitter. And so anyway, I called Garmin, and I never could see my lure. So I called Garmin, and they told me it's only a 5-inch path. They never designed it to be able to pick up a lure, although in certain circumstances, people have been able to see their lure. Probably when I'm trolling, when it's so far back, it's probably about, I'm going to guess that my lure is about 15 feet behind the ball. So I'm at about, 20, 22 feet with the lure. Now I do see a little speck between 18 and 20 feet and between 5 feet and 10 feet. Now my lure should be, at this speed, should be just about directly behind that ball. So that's not it. That was just in fact, I don't even see it anymore. That might have been just a fish, but sorry about that menu keeps getting in there. Now, this is all working pretty good. I did it. I like it. It's like I improve it every time I go out. So, it looks like my screen is not doing well. So for some reason, the iPad's not keeping up with the GPS map. See, it's pauses. That's okay, that's not a big deal. Well, there's a butterfly. Come on and take a rest. Come on, buddy. He's having trouble. The wind is blowing him around. He's only about 2 feet off the water. He looks like he could actually... Oh, he is touching the water. He just touched the water. In fact, he's diving to the water. What is up with that? I wonder what kind of a... Maybe that's not a butterfly. Maybe it's some kind of moth. So I'm getting this perfected to the point where I can start sending out notifications, I think, and start working towards building a community. What I typically do is I pretty much drive into the wind. Wind is usually coming out of the southeast. Here comes from the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America, and then I turn the boat. I do a long right-hand turn to keep the line out of my motor because it's on my starboard side, and and then I head downwind with the, and then that's when I pull out my jib sail. Do I have a view? Let's do another new view. It's going to be news layout. This will be A. And this will be B. Done, done, and then there and there. Okay. Now, this is my first day with this head cam, and it seems to be working pretty good now that I've got the screen locked, or never shuts down. And then we're in 37 feet of water, so let's drop down to 25. What was I saying? I mean, there's a ton of fish down there, and my lure, I got some bacon on my lure hoping to catch a catfish, because I really do like them. Good eating. But I don't catch anything. I haven't been catching anything. Sound like my wife. Yeah. So many times I start my turn about here, and then I look at it later on Nebo, that link that's on there, the location link. If you click that, you'll be able to see me on Nebo, where I am. But then I can go back later on and I can look at my route. And it's deceiving. I feel like I'm close to the dam straight ahead, but when I look at my route, I end up turning long before I'm near the dam. And also, I'm not very close to the shore on the starboard side either. So this view with Restream chat, then people will be able to see, if somebody's on YouTube and they chat, the people on Twitch and Kick, which are the 3 platforms I'm on right now, won't be able to see it. But now they can, because all 3 platforms chat shows up in this Restream window. That window is meant for me, but and I have it in this view because I don't have another device to put it on. I've got my Apple phone has the drone shot, my Android phone has the head shot, and my iPad has the Livescope, and then I got the Checkers Cam is a Sony. It doesn't need a device. It's plugged directly into my switcher, my YOLO Box Pro switcher. And then I also have the face cam is just a webcam that's plugged into USB. Why does that? I hope my stream doesn't have the words going across the screen saying Restream IO. So I'll check my recording later and I'll go back and look at this stream. So my line is still connected to the clip. I don't know if my camera angle is good. The action cam on my head, I can zoom it. I don't know if the zoom is appropriate for what we're doing here. But if I had somebody in chat, they could tell me. Or I'll go back and check the recording later. This is pretty cool. Let's go to a new view for a while. Which one is this? That's checkers cam, head cam, and overhead. We'll do that for a while. So we are now headed almost south. We're at 155 degrees. So 180 would be south. I need a bigger net. If I ever catch a really nice catfish, like a 20-pounder, it ain't gonna fit in my little net here. So those buildings over here, okay, this is as close to the dam as I've ever gotten. I'm gonna have to crank this up a little bit. It's getting a little bit shallow here. I'm at about 22 feet and 32 feet of water. I always keep it just 10 feet off the bottom. I gotta believe there's rubble down there. Okay, I'm gonna start my right-hand turn. Go straight for a little while. I'm going to speed up because my line is acting really weird. Wow, that looks like I got a fish. Now see, look at how close to that peninsula I am. It's really freaking deceiving. I should be like almost way over there. Everything's working here. Nobody's in chat. Oop, that's not right. It's really pulling that pole. Okay. Okay, now we'll turn the autopilot on, and then we'll go put the sail out. Hit my head. Slap the camera. Okay, now we'll pull this, throw that back there, and then pull this out about a third of the way. We'll lock it. Come on. This line gets underneath my damn. Okay. here. We'll go around the winch. Then we'll hook this here. And then we'll shut this off. And we're sailing. At 3.6 miles an hour. Yeah, it's really got that pole bent. It'll slow down. I would say this wind will get us going about 2 miles an hour. I think. I may have put out too much sail. Okay, let's... Okay. We're at 45 feet of water. Okay, let's turn this. There it is. I got a little bit too much sail out. How's everything going here? Oh, there is somebody. Oh, that W dill. Too many. Oh, really? Too many angles for you, huh? I got more angles. I could give you more angles, Dill. So what does in-lock mean? What is that? Why are you doing that? Just for that, Dill, I'm going to give you some more angles. How about that? There you go. There's another angle. Okay, I got to raise this up because now we're at 30. The depth is changing fast. Wow. My rope slipped. No biggie. We're going way too fast. So I'm gonna go up and pull that sail in a little bit. It's just too much. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Okay. Got a little mishap. Okay, that's good, because I'm learning how to handle a problem. Okay. Okay, that's locked in. This. Okay. Now, let's lock that one in. And nobody in chat. How's the hook? The line looks... Okay, the line looks like it might have broke loose. Like maybe I have a fish. But I doubt it. Okay. All right. We're back. Let's go. Let's go to this view for a while. See if we can piss off D-Will. I'm going to need an admin eventually. And I got to learn how to block people. Because he has added 0 value. D-Will. So far, just a bunch of spam and a complaint. Okay, now we're going 2 miles an hour, or 2 miles an hour, 1.5 to 2. That was kind of exciting. I couldn't get the line that holds the roller furler line. The wind was pulling on that sail so hard that I had a hell of a time. I almost needed the winch handle. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. I just couldn't get the brake unclipped. Brake was on, and it was so tight. Sometimes you have to pull and like get a little bit of slack, and then you can release those brakes. I had that trouble once when I was sailing with what was his name? Tom. Okay, right now we're heading 43 degrees, just a little bit east, just a little bit northeast. So we'll tack across the lake this way. And then kind of like to, and then tack back, and then motor back. So this camera doesn't feel bad on my head. I think I can get used to it, not even notice it's there. Yesterday there was a lot more boats out. 3 different times I counted the amount of boats I could see, and it was between 10 and 20. Autopilot's working good now. When you put the sail up, it stabilizes the boat more in direction, and then the autopilot can keep up just fine. Lost my connection to the chart plotter. The checkers cam. He's a good boy. His hair's starting to get long. I think we have a haircut appointment for early June. Now this would be way more exciting if I'd actually catch a fish, but we'll get there. What's our battery? 50% on the drone shot. Let's see. My digi camera doesn't give me a battery reading. It's weird. The wind it's turning us into the wind. The wind on the sail is trying to turn us upwind, and you'd think it would turn downwind. Okay. Wonder why that's happening. I've even got the trolling motor turning us down, and it's not enough. Weird. I think what I'm going to do is just turn downwind a little more with the trolling motor. Then I'll hit auto right about there. That's too far. Okay, I'm gonna hand steer. Go down to 25 feet. Nobody in chat. Ooh. Big change in water depth. We're over a big hump. Well, I'm having a problem here again with my Livescope. I know what I gotta do. I gotta reboot the... Come on. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, I'm going to lower this rudder down. I need better steering. I keep this one up to try to... so I don't snag it. Okay, I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Let's go to Active Captain. Helm. Okay, it's back. All right. So let's go here, and then here, and there. Okay. There's a big ass something down there.
Where in the fuck is my line?
Oh, way over there. Holy shit. It's not acting like it's got a fish on it. Okay, now I'm going to do my big ass right turn. And this is going to start we'll tack back. I'll have a little better angle to the wind. Okay, that worked. Oh, God damn it. Oh, shit. That's a freaking problem. Okay, we're good. We're going about 1.5 miles an hour. And we can lower this back down. We're only at 15 feet right now. The water's 40 feet. Let's go down where all them fish are. Right about there. Okay. Let's do a new view for the fun of it. We'll do this, We'll do this one as A. Then we'll do the checkers cam as B. And then we'll do this one as C. Oops. Wait a minute now. Yeah, that one right there. No, this one. No, this one. There it is. Okay. So peaceful out here. I got to keep that. There's a loose end and a tight end of the lines. There's two lines that go down, or it's like a line that's in a circle, down to the rudder. And one of them you pull it up, and the other one, I don't even know why they have the other one on there. Oh, so you can pull it down, I think. Huh. Maybe that's why they have that. Let me see here. So if I tighten this one up, no, this one, now I'm pulling the rudder down. That's interesting. So now the rudder's straight down. Like that. Okay. I get it. Figured something out. 50 feet of water here. Wow. But there seems to be a lot of fish at 30 feet, so we'll leave it right there. I'm a little bit too far upwind. Yeah. So I keep losing connection to my GPS map, my Livescope on GPS map. I'm going to go more downwind. So when I'm on the Great Loop, do a test. Tat. I missed the S. So when I'm on the Great Loop, I plan to motor sail whenever I can. So whenever I'm going downwind, I can have the motor going about, say, 3 to 5 miles an hour. And I'll get 8 to 9 miles to the gallon, maybe 9. And then when I put the jib up, if I'm going downwind, got to be just about directly downwind though, I can probably pick up, like right now we're going 1.5 miles an hour. So I can pick up 1.5 miles an hour because my normal speed that I plan to run is about 7 miles an hour. So if I can go 5 miles an hour, I'll get about a mile to the gallon better, maybe 2. And then get an extra 2 miles per hour out of the sail. We shall see. Okay, I'm going to turn this up because later on I want to check and see which one of these cameras has better light or better view. Let's try zooming this guy. Why is that not zooming? Oh, it is zooming. I'm just looking at the wrong camera. Okay. Wow, is that lens dirty? Okay. Yeah, all right. We're at a decent trolling speed, 1.3. I better raise this though, because all of a sudden the depth is changing. Ow! The little level wind on the reel came over and pinched my finger. I tried calling Garmin about this problem. It keeps dropping, my iPad keeps dropping the chart plotter or vice versa. See, it does not work. $10.25. Whoa. Winds are howling pretty good. Supposed to get up to 25-mile-an-hour gusts today. Okay, let's go. Getting white caps. That's pretty cool. What happened, buddy? You feeling okay? You getting a good nap in? Dwill, or W. Dill. You gonna be nice this time, I hope? How you doing? Wow. Shit. Getting gusty. Yeah, you're right. I got too many views. I'm going to turn downwind a little bit. Well, it's back. Wow. So that's a Livescope chart plotter that you're seeing there. And normally you can see my weight. There it is. So you can see those two dots at 10 feet roughly. That's a 5-pound weight. And it's the thing that I've got hooked to my, so I'm going to lower that. I'm just going to lower it down to about 15 feet. So that's where my lure is. So we're trolling for fish at about 1.5 miles an hour. So I've got the sail out maybe about 1/4 of the way, the front jib sail. And the wind is coming out of the east, and we're headed just about west. No, the wind's coming out of the southeast. So it's off my left shoulder. You can see the flags in some of these views. Let's see. Let's go back to the checkers cam. There we go. Okay. So you can see my flags. That gives you the wind direction. And if you click the link where it says location, it'll show you where I am in Texas. What is that emote? I don't know it. Wow, got deep. Got really deep, really fast. So it's down, we're at 50 foot of depth. We're going down a hill right now. So I'm going to drop this way back down to 30 feet. That's where most of the fish are anyway, right about there. Okay. So the wind is pushing us about 1.2 miles an hour. I lost my head cam. Wonder if the battery went dead. Let's change the battery. Boy, that wind is really howling. Holy shit. There we go. Swipe that up. Put this on. Hit OK. Then turn the camera, connect back to the camera. Connect again. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, I got to hit this like about 4 times. There's the checkers cam, the head cam, and the drone. How's that? You still there, W Dill? Woodill. I gotta go downwind more. It's weird, my weight is leaning forward. This is the deepest part of the lake, or at least the deepest I have found. Now I have a battery. I got 3 batteries for this head cam, and I got a battery case, and I think that battery case might be charging. Oh yeah. So it's got a button on it. It's showing me that the battery in here is, one is red and one is green. Kind of anxious to see if the box actually charges when it's not plugged in. I don't have an extra port right now to plug that charger in. The water doesn't taste that good. It's out of my Berkey filter. I wonder what would happen if I let that sail out a little bit. Let it capture more air. It's almost like a spinnaker then. Nope, that don't seem to do any good. keeps wanting to turn me upwind. I'm just going to try going directly downwind once. Or closer to it. There it is. Boat handles a lot better, and we're going faster when I'm closer to going downwind. So that's what I gotta quit tacking so much and just head downwind. Go to about 11 o'clock and then I'll start heading back. I think I might change my bait though, because this just ain't working. It's comfortable out here. It's probably it's got to be close to 90 already by now. It is cloudy though. That's kind of cool. Oh look, looks like people actually go on that island over there. Huh. Okay, so I think I'm going to start my right-hand turn, pull the sail in, just getting a little bit too windy. Well, not too windy, but it's getting time to go back back into shore. So I'll head right into the wind. And then I'll put the autopilot on, and then I'll take the sail down. Autopilot's not holding though. That could be bad. That could get me a snag. Where's my line? Oh yeah, that's a problem. So the line is under the boat, possibly hooked on the motor. Son of a gun. Okay, so I gotta try to bring this thing up. Yeah, I'm frickin' snagged on something. Damn it. Wow. Well, you'd think this thing would be up by now. There it is. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay, let's try to bring this up. See if... Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's hooked on the god dang. Okay, so let's just anchor this puppy. We'll just anchor ourselves here. Ouch. Watch out, checkers. Gotta go. Come on. Watch out. Okay. We'll hook this here. Then we'll pull that out. And then that goes down there. And then now we can reel in. Weird. So the fish with the bacon on it just does not work. Let's agree on that. Okay. Now we got to put this away so that checkers doesn't bite it. And I'm gonna go get a new lure. Boy, that anchor mode on the trolling motor sure is a big help. Okay. I'm not giving up. Anybody in chat? What the fuck? Okay. Well, that's weird. Huh. I missed an eyelet. That's... what a goof. Okay. We'll put this over here, and we'll grab this guy, and we'll hook him on right there. And then start dropping our weight. We're in 45 feet of water, lots of water. Okay, looks like I'm at about 12 feet. Yeah. Let's go down to 25. Oops. Lost the head cam. Again. And we lost the overhead. So let's put that up here, like so. Cut the speed a little bit. I just got to have all these problems in order to get good at this, you know? Where's my line? Join and connect. Okay, that's working. Now, let's figure out why this guy's not working. Okay, so the camera's not on. I know the battery's good. Yeah, it shows full battery. So this puppy shut off for some reason again. And it didn't do that before. So we'll just try it. If it does it a second time, then we'll troubleshoot. Searching, connect. Nobody in chat. Good thing. There we go. I can't see where this camera is. It's weird. Is it upside down? Yeah, that's why. Okay. All right. Looks like my line might have popped off the... Could mean I've got a fish. Okay. Maybe I have to turn notifications off on my iPad. I got a feeling my line popped off of the... Yeah, must have. Let's see if Autopilot will work. I doubt it. Yep. You can stay, checkers. Autopilot's holding pretty decent. just a hair faster. We'll come over here. Then we'll take this guy. And we'll hook him back on there, and we'll hook it down pretty deep. And then we'll start dropping. We're in 50 feet of water. Go down to 30. Right there where all them fish are. Now come on, bite something, will ya? In fact, I think I'm going to even hold the damn pole. This is dragging pretty good. Like maybe I got something. Anybody in chat? No. I think it fucking unclipped again. Pretty sure. Stolen the motor up there. Okay, nobody in chat. That's my Livescope. You can see the weight down there, 5-pound weight. Why is this thing pulling so hard? I wonder if I got a fish on here. Going 1.6 miles an hour. The Autopilot's holding us pretty good. Audio is still working. Looks like it. Nobody in chat. There's a massive fish. Okay, I gotta start coming up a little bit. Looks like I scared some fish there. I think I got a fish, you know that? Bring this guy up. Maybe not. If I do have a fish, it's not very big. Nope. Wonder why that drags so much. That's weird. Down to 10 feet. Let's go about 15 feet. All right, let's put this in here. Hook that. Flip the thing. Okay. Autopilot's working. Not very many fish here. Let's go to this view for a while. What do we got here? I'm gonna go to this. There's the side view. Okay. We're going 2 miles an hour. Okay, let's go. Let's put this camera back up. It's got a fresh battery in it. And then I'll turn it around like so. Sure wish I'd catch a fish today, though. I had a little bit of trouble when that wind was, when I'm trying to fish and sail at the same time and stream, it gets to be a little much. The boat kind of got away from me a little bit there. A couple times where I wasn't able to watch where I was going, and either the trolling motor spun me around or the sail spun me around. Now eventually I'm going to get this set up so that somebody watching on Patreon can control the views of the cameras. Okay, I gotta raise this up. No, I don't. I'm at 14, 15 feet. I'm good. Nobody in chat. Okay, but I am gonna change my course a little bit. I'm gonna go right about there. Now with this wind, I'm not sure the autopilot can. That means my frickin' camera's dropping again. Yep. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna change the battery and try it again. I don't think it's the battery. Okay, the one on the left is full battery. Yeah, that battery's showing good. So it ain't the battery, something else is shutting it off. Okay. Let's check. Go to settings. Depth and always on display. Screen off when recording, never. Built-in mic, timer shooting, USB, wireless connection. Okay. Sounds grid. Naming management, auto power off. Look at that shit. How about never? It's at 5 minutes again. I wonder if I have to save this somehow. Never. Okay. Storage, language, date, time, factory, device info, compliance info. So somehow, it was set to 5 minutes to power off again, which I just fixed earlier. Okay. Let's go back. And then we'll turn that big screen off and we'll turn the little screen on the front. And then we'll reconnect. Oh, that didn't work. Digi. Connect. Autopilot's working pretty good. Depth is still good. Okay. Now we'll put this on. Back on. Turn it up. And then let's go to a view that has this. Okay, we're back. It's 11:19. Probably be in by 12. This coffee cup is really good. I poured this about 8:30. Still nice and warm. So, nobody in the chat. So next thing I'm going to figure out is how to troll and stand on the bow and cast and manage the stream. I know that's kind of crazy, but so what I would need. So I'd like to be able to see the chart plotter while I'm up there. And the number one thing I need to see is the chat. And then, what would be the next? It'd be nice to be able to see You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go to the chart plotter view. Okay, now I'm going to go take this overhead drone shot off, and then I'm going to see if I can, I don't think I can, but I'm going to try to connect to my GPS map chart plotter with 2 devices. There's the GPS map. Let's see if it'll connect. Will it boot the other one or will it connect? Okay, so the iPad is still connected. Now let's go to, this would be cool. If I can put the chart plotter on 2 devices, I'm in good shape. But so far it doesn't look good. Depth is still good. Connect, come on baby. Connect to helm. It's not working. Then, because if I could connect to the chart plotter with 2 devices, then I can leave the iPad back here so that it's connected to the stream. And then, so I lost my head camera again. This is starting to piss me off. What the fuck? Okay. So, it's not working. Let's go back and see if we're still connected. We're still connected, but apparently it'll only, that makes sense. You can't connect you can connect 2 Wi-Fi devices to a network, but you can't connect 2 Wi-Fi connections to 1 device. So that makes sense. You know, it'd be even better if somehow I could connect the GPS map to my router, my Starlink router, and then connect multiple devices to it. I'm not sure if that'll work. So anyway, let's go back here and here. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I need to disconnect from the GPS map and reconnect to, no, that's not it. Oh, there's a fish. That sure looked like a fish going after my lure. Okay, I gotta get the GPS map disconnected, so I'm gonna shut the Wi-Fi off completely, and then turn it back on. And God damn it! Now it's connecting. Well, I just got to keep messing with this stuff until I get it all figured out. Just having trouble connecting to my 360 camera now. Now, what's his name? W. Dill came on earlier and said, "You got too many views." And then subsequently have all kinds of problems connecting to it, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you know it? Nobody in chat. There we go. Joining. Okay. I'm not giving up on anything. I just got to keep fixing and learning, not banging the camera into the solar panels. Okay. There we go. That's fixed. Okay, so now this piece of shit turned off again. Why? Battery's good. Come on. Now where's the fucking settings go? What in the fuck is going on with this thing? It's like I'm stuck in a menu. Go standard. There we go. Screen off when recording, never. Auto power off, never. Okay. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with this fucking thing. Always on display. Let's check that. Display in single screen view. That's what I want. Always on display. That's what I want. Single screen preview. Screen off when locked. So let's leave that off. Single screen preview, screen off when locked. So that was on, I just turned it off. So let's try that. Okay, now. Oh, no. That won't work. Well, it might work. It's just going to use battery faster. So let's put this guy up. Nobody in chat. Let's go here, here, searching, connect. You gotta hit it 4 frickin' times. Okay, it's working again. go. Can you see that boat going over there? Let me try zooming this thing. I gotta watch it at the same time to make sure I'm doing it right. Here we go. Okay, now it's zoomed in all the way. Autopilot's working good. I don't know about that water. We're done with this guy. So before I was talking about what next thing I want to try, which is fishing off the bow and trolling at the same time and streaming, no, not sailing, of course. So I probably would set it up so that, I wonder if I could. You know what I could do is I maybe have a view where Okay, so I could put this at about, so that my Livescope is at the back of the boat, and the boat's 26 feet long. So if I went out, say 40 feet, like that, of course I have to spin the transducer around so it actually is facing forward. Right now it's facing back. And then what I do is I actually just go on the stream. I'm going to try that like right now. I'm going to do a new view, which is going to be like that. And it's going to have the chart plotter as A, and it's going to have my head cam. We'll just do that for now. Okay, done. Oops. Right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'll have to bring my camera back down again, but I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to go to YouTube. My depth is still good. And I'm going to go to my thing. How much you want to bet I'm going to find out it's not live? Well, there it is. Yep, that's live. Okay. So now let's pull it up. And I'm going to go. Got to turn down the volume. And then I'm going to turn it sideways, and I'm going to go to full view. I would say that's not good enough, but let's get rid of chat. Can I zoom in on this? I can. Okay, so nobody's in chat. So it's close to working. Let's make sure that my brightness. Okay, so my screen brightness is all the way up. Yet I can't really see that good. Get rid of chat. Okay. So, like right now, I can see. Oh, this won't work. What I was thinking is, can I watch my scope just like you guys do while I'm standing up on the bow? One way it could work. So there's a 10-second delay. Whatever you see on live stream is about an 8 to 10-second delay from what's actually happening. So, like for example, let's see, I'm trying to figure out 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. Okay, so 2008, 2009, 2010. So the stuff that's coming in on the left side of my screen is about on the other way around. The things that are coming in on the left side of your screen are over to the right side of mine. Okay, I'm going to change course here. And that was a decent experiment, but it's not going to work. So I thought maybe I could watch my Livescope while off of the stream, you know what I mean? Instead of my devices. Okay, it's still searching for my camera. You know what? I bet you there's a timer set on that camera too, and that's why I keep losing it every time. Let's pull it down and let's try to fix it right away. Okay, I'm going to change my direction. It's really deep here, but it won't be for long. Okay. Let's go down to 25. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull this down, go into the menu, and I'll bet you I'm going to find out that this thing times out. Okay. Okay. What do I gotta do here? How do I get the settings? There we go. Oops. I think I'm doing something I'm not supposed to there. Auto. Swipe right to access in. Okay, so I don't know why that's happening. Let's go back up with it.
Okay.
Where's our depth? Something's not right. I can't see my ball on either one of the scopes. There it is. Whoa, we're right on the bottom. Holy shit. Okay. So I think my line is disconnected again. Yeah. I'm disconnected again. And no fish on. Excuse me, Checkers. It's okay, buddy. You're good. Nobody in chat. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, let's go to hand steering. Zoom in that camera. Down to 10 feet. When I get in this time, I'm going to switch fuel tanks. I don't want to do it right now, just in case something goes wrong. Stream's still going. Nobody's on chat. Cameras are all working. I'm going to do yet another view. It's going to be this one, then this one, and then that one. That's not it. That's it. Coming in close to the Marina now. We'll go down to 15 feet. For some reason, I can't see my weight ball on my other chart plotter. That happens every once in a while. I'm going to go to just change the views on it. Go to traditional. There, I can barely see it. How many boats? I see 1, 2, I'll count jet skis also. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Might be 14, but 13 for sure. That was all day yesterday too. Anywhere from 10 to 20. I'm gonna have to start raising my line pretty quick. I'm going to try trolling right next to that floating dock. Nobody in chat. Wow, do I ever smell gas? So that shiny ball is my 5-pound weight hanging off of my outrigger, my downrigger, not outrigger. It's a trolling downrigger. So I'm just going to try trolling over fairly close to the dock. That's a floating dock there. Wow, lots of fish here. So I'm in 17 feet of water and I'm down 10 feet. Let's go to 12. Wonder how close I could go to that thing. Let's slow way down now. In fact, I think I'm going to lower the trolling motor. Down. Oh, that means my camera shut off again. gonna raise that up a little bit. Right there. So I'm 4 feet off the bottom. And I want to go a half mile an hour. How's it going? Anybody in chat? I haven't looked for a while. Okay. What's wrong with that now? motherfucker.